Far in the future, within the depths of space, you can find a dead planet. And on this dead planet lays a lone cabin, remnants of sentience. I'm Meeka Nomicon, and this is the last days of Baltaseth. Omen Security Clearance Level Code Cyclopean. Intended recipient, Agent Zachary Bowen of the Perseus Distortion. Punishment for unintended recipients, Quantum Blood Eagle. Standard Earth date, February 14th, 2026. Agent Bowen, you are to continue your investigations into the causes and consequences of the accelerated merging of the Milky Way and Andromeda galaxies. Your next target will be a planet on the fringes of the Perseus Distortion, designated Baltaseth. Drone surveys have determined that the planet originated in the Andromeda galaxy, and that no life remains on its surface. The only sign of habitation is a single cabin-like structure in the planet's southern hemisphere, dating from long before the galactic collision. Strangely, despite the apparent lack of any immediate threat in the vicinity, the drones immediately initiated their self-destruct sequences as soon as they attempted to enter the cabin. You are to investigate the cabin and discover what led to the extinction of life on the planet. You will be provided with translation software to interpret any records you come across. Report back to us with your findings if you succeed. Should you fail this mission, drones will be sent to attempt to recover mission data from your cybernetic implants, posthumously. Okay, so what I'm hearing is that if anything goes wrong or there is actually a threat on the planet, no one is sending out a rescue mission for me. Well, at least they're honest about it. Because normally I'd say, well, if it seems like some kind of electronic interference, right? That's what's causing the drones to initiate self-destruction when they enter the planet. And normally that'd be fine. I'm a human. I can enter. But I've got cybernetic implants. So there's no self-destruct built into those, are there? Because that could be disastrous. Guess we'll find out.
Approaching mission destination. Engaging Thoth AI mission guidance system. Downloading 2 cerebral implants.
Nice.
Ouch.
Hello, Agent Zachary Boone. I am Thoth. I am happy to accompany you on your new mission.
Yeah, save it. I know who you are. Guess that new update cleared my customizations. Again. Okay. Activate customizations file 22726. That should change your name back to Tony. Thoth is way too hard to say.
Acknowledged. File loaded. My name is Tony. I am happy to.
Yeah. Look, I'm still kinda out of it after that long hyper jump, so let's make sure I'm up to speed here. Dead planet, cabin, why? Does that about cover it?
Synopsis is acceptable.
Perfect. I live for acceptable. Now, fire up the teleport and let's get this over with.
Assigning autopilot to geostationary orbit protocols. Engaging teleport.
I could feel the judgment from Tony. So, did I make it safely?
Alert. Hacking attempt intercepted. Targeted systems. Visual processing.
Somebody's trying to hack into my eyeballs?
The hack appears to be automated, originating from somewhere in the cabin's computer systems. Not to worry, I've already blocked it. Let me just get rid of that mental prompt for you.
What was that about?
Unknown. Likely a random error.
Okay. So, what exactly happened here?
Unknown. No life signs detected in this area. This dwelling has been fashioned for oxygen-breathing, carbon-based life forms. But the current conditions on the planet's surface cannot sustain life. The cabin has been designed to provide life support, with force fields protecting the interior from the harsh conditions outside.
Who built this place?
The only one left.
And you know that how exactly?
I simply know. It is odd.
So definitely potentially human in design. We got prints and everything. So we said this was from the Andromeda cycle, right? So alternate reality humans? Also, what's the betting that Tony is also going to get interference from whatever this self-defense thing is? We can't explain how he just knows things. Can I press buttons? I see a lot of levers. It might be dangerous, but could do something good. Oh,
This appears to be a holographic library system. The vast majority of its drives are badly corrupted. In fact, only small portions of 3 books are readable.
Well, bring them up anyway. Maybe they'll still be useful.
Okay, my first lettering book. Might as well try. Warning. Book file corrupted. 96% data loss. That's unfortunate. But we know H is for sun. G is for city. T is for monster. N is for well. Interesting. Okay, so we've got a Sun City Monster Well. Okay, you're currently restoring. I'll have to come back later then, right? Got a spare battery if we need it? I mean, the place doesn't seem in, bad condition. So I'm guessing they just, died out of old age, maybe? Or they took their own life.
Remarkable how similar this is to human technology. Especially considering the person who built it was from another galaxy.
You're interested.
But yes, aren't you?
You shouldn't even be able to mimic emotion. You're only a level 1 model, you're basically a polite toaster.
I would not describe this as emotion, I am simply intrigued.
Okay, whatever.
You will see the text on this computer translated automatically, thanks to your cerebral implants. Please note that since the translation is based on a contextual analysis, some words will only be guesses. I will mark them accordingly.
You know, his...
You gonna hack this for me?
High-level cybersecurity detected. Hacking process will take between 3 and 7 standard Earth days.
Yeah, we're not gonna stay here that long. Let me poke around. See if the person that lived here left any clues.
Thank you, Zachary. As I was saying, honestly, Tony's curiosity into what's going on here and everything like that, I don't think it is emotion-based. I mean, logically speaking, computers are designed to have answers, right? So when he comes to a problem like this instance that he doesn't know the context or the truth behind it, then surely his programming should demand that he learns it, so his curiosity actually is understandable. And also, I'm thinking, this is very far in the future, right? So technology is clearly very advanced. So is there a possibility that a human satellite could have traveled out here? So this all came from Earth originally? Maybe that's why he does know information. It's if the government did have information on this happening, but sometimes it's just hidden from the rest of society. I mean, there's nothing else on the surface, so it seems rather suspicious that it all lives in a vacuum. There's not really anywhere else we can go. I mean, is there anything on here? All we had is that one book. Can I not look at this anymore? There it is. Still restoring those. Wait, what was that? I think it was just a hot object again, weren't it? So this is all just in one room. Oh, I can read this. Log entry 001. Warning, unsecured. It's ridiculous that I need to bother with a password now, after everyone is gone. But the system is hardwired to insist on it. At least there aren't any supervisors to check how secure the password I've chosen is. So, I'll just go with the first 4 letters of the alphabet. It doesn't matter. Nothing does. Not now. Wait, is that gonna be... So that's gonna be the only ones visible in the book, right? So yeah, it also sounds like there was a lot more people here. They kind of all have lived in this same building though, there's only one structure room. So H, G, T, and N. Perfect. Okay, so log 2. Log entry 002. It began with the suns. We all saw it. In fact, we can now look directly at the gentleman and the lady without going blind, even though their brightness never dimmed. The untranslatable context match, wretched, fell into the flames of the lady, corrupting her, and soon the gentleman followed. The wrongness faded from our sons eventually, but by then it was too late. At first we all still looked the same, but the change had begun. We could hear in every word we spoke, a subtle shift in every syllable. Okay, I think this basically discounts my theory that they came on a mission from Earth, or if they did, it was actually a long time ago. Because it sounds like they've got their own customs, right, and beliefs. It was only a few in the beginning, but soon we could no longer count the ones who had been altered. The Vile never wanted our sons. It wanted us. It wants life. Right, so untranslatable, Jack and Jill went to the well. And regret, laughter, joy, fear. I am sorry, happy. I am so very, very sorry, happy. So that's the second mention of a well. I guess there's gonna be one on the surface somewhere. Okay, so basically what they're saying is that they have twin sons, right? And something went into the lady's, well, the son they class as the lady and corrupted it, and then corrupted the gentleman's son. And it then, whatever this corruption was, it started to affect the inhabitants of the planet. So they're saying they were altered, right? And it wanted the other residents, so maybe turn them cannibalistic? Wait, was there anything else on 1? I just realised I didn't scroll on it. Oh, I can't get back to it, so I'm going to assume that was all on the note 1.
Ugh, great.
The clues to figure out the password must be around here somewhere.
If you know something, why don't you just tell me?
Prior attempts by synthetic agents to complete this mission have all failed. You, the human, are meant to take the lead.
Well, yeah, but even so.
Speed is strongly recommended.
Okay, so you're saying that I'm not the first one to attempt this mission. So there's gotta be something that happens that if he tells me all the answers, it would affect me negatively. Maybe my brain wouldn't be able to handle it. Like, I would have to physically be able to find out my own. Has anything else been translated? Perfect, cradle poems. Warning, book file corrupted.
To be thorough, I have transliterated the alien version of this rhyme into the Latin alphabet, and included the original recording alongside my full translation.
Why bother? I'm not gonna understand the alien version.
I noted certain details which may be helpful. For one thing, the nursery rhyme is remarkably similar to one from your own culture. For another, the rhyming structure, even down to the number of syllables, remains the same, even in the translated version. This should be virtually impossible.
And what does all that mean?
You are the investigator, Agent Boone. You figure it out.
So what you're telling me is that because there's 4 lines, right? So the number of syllables in each line is like in my password. And see, this is why it makes me think like the settlers on this planet originally came from Earth, if they've even got similar nursery rhymes. Unless it is like a parallel world. I suppose we could have that because we were in 2 separate galaxies, right? And it's only the collision that's caused to come here. Imagine, because we said it actually the corruption on everything began before the galactic collision, right? Anyway, Jack and Jill went to the well, leaned over to see what lay within. Jack fell down and made no sound, and what climbed out, it was not him. Oh, okay, so maybe the well has more to do with the corruption than I thought.
Jack and Jill went to the well, leaned o'er to see what lay within. Jack fell down and made no sound, and what climbed out, it was not him.
I want to see how the original sounds.
Kaj na lish nu ot echtlu, nail ro ot ist hauyal ni fich. Kaj left no na dam undus, na tau krautu, tisau ton mich.
I think I like the original better. Anyway, count the syllables. Okay, Jack and Jill. So the first is 7. Seven, 9, Jack bowed down. 7. Is it 9797 or 7979? Is that it? Nope. I miscounted. I mean, it's gotta be the syllables. Why else mention if it's not? Wait, when is this again?
Kaj na lish nu ot echtlu, nail ro ot ist hauyal ni fich. Kaj left no na dam undus, na tau krautu, tisau ton mich.
Okay, this time I got like 7878. Let's go through it one more time.
Kaj na lish nu ot echtlu, nail ro ot ist hauyal ni fich. Kaj left no na dam undus, na tau krautu, tisau ton mich.
Okay, so maybe I'm just miscounting it 7878. There we go. Log entry 003. My team and I were thought to be mad when we looked to mythology for the answer. But all those who tried a more conventional path had already failed. There was something deep within our planet's folklore and rhyme, something both unnamed and unnameable. We did not know how to describe it, but we knew how to fear it. It has visited us before, and now it had returned from whatever far-flung stars it had touched. There was one myth in particular, the legend of the very founder of our civilization, a man whom we were longer sure had never existed. The great Perseus was the only warrior of his tribe cunning enough to defeat me and you. Perhaps the myth is now meaningless. All we have left of it is the corrupted data files from many thousands of years ago. But if it has its roots in true history, then our salvation from the salvation from Zachary Bone, that's me, may yet be buried within its garbled and broken words. Tony, why did you translate this into me? My colleagues have fallen. I will keep trying, but I fear that we are already too late to stop. You will become me. See, that's what I'm concerned about. I feel like by learning so much, I'm opening myself up to whatever alteration is going on here. Hi. You look glorious.
Elevated heart rate detected. Query. What's wrong, Zachary?
Activate weapon system.
This course of action is not recommended. Omen protocols forbid me from unlocking your weapon while you are displaying psychological abnormalities. I really think you need to calm down, Zachary.
For God's sake, I need my gun, Tony. That thing in the corner, look!
No life signs detected. There is no one there.
Yeah, there is.
Do you approve changes to visual settings?
Visual settings hack blocked.
No, agree to it. I want to see what's happening.
Activate weapon now.
There's nobody there. You really do need to relax, Zachary. No life signs detected.
Tony?
I gotta get out of this place.
Failure to complete mission may result in suspension.
Oh, I'm gonna complete the mission. I just want to do it quickly. This cabin is messing with my head. Or you are. I'm not sure which.
I do not understand.
I think you do.
I'm curious how much influence Tony has over us. I feel like he can modify what we see. Like, he probably has access to all our cybernetics, right? So he can control our vision. So that brings into question, is the monster still there and Tony is making it so I can't see it? Or was it never there to begin with and Tony manipulated us to see it? And also, that whole thing about no weapons while we're having abnormality reactions is very, very poor planning. Once if I'm actually about to be stabbed, my heartbeat is going to be accelerated. And yeah, I don't get a weapon? God damn you, Tony. I don't trust Tony at all.
There's already a password in here.
Merely a placeholder. It's the alien's word for helmet.
Is that important?
You are the investigator, Zachary. You tell me.
Tony, clearly, Zachary needs to be handheld. Be nice to him. Okay, helmet. It's got something to do with the last from the holoprojector then. Legends of the first landers. Okay, so...
Strange. Perseus is a figure from Earth mythology. I wonder how a legend of him could exist on this planet.
I don't know. But I'm sure you know more than you're saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tony is leading us 100%. The great hero, Perseus, forced the monster, the thing that twisted everything it touched, and drove sturdy warriors to madness. Merely to look upon it could be enough to make one fall to its dark powers, but Perseus was more cunning than all who came before him. He damaged the visor of his helmet, leaving him unable to see more than vague outline of the monster. But that was enough for him to attack and slay it. The monster's blood, instead of seeping into the earth, rose up to the stars, and so Perseus knew, even in his victory, that his people would face this evil once more, at the end of all things. So why is A redacted to a question mark constantly? Is that important? So it's saying about the helmet, right? So he said he damaged his visor. Huh. Oh, wait. So like this? So if I just keep it in there, but replace all their A's with question marks. So T, question mark, L, M, K, H. There we are. Log entry 004. Did I apologize to you before? I think I tried to. The spread twists not only my words, but my emotions. If you are reading this, then you have remained on this world far too long already. You have failed to ask a very important question. Why? Why the trail of clues, the logs, the puzzles? What is it all for? You have been deceived. I never wanted to be a party to this, but I was the last one left, the final sustenance for the Devourer. It preserved me as long as it could. I have been forced to watch my entire world crumble into nothing. My friends and family die as distorted and agonized mockeries of themselves, while I remain, feeling my body twist further and further into something unrecognizable. Whether it knew you were coming, or only guessed that someone would eventually visit this world, it created a path for you to follow. And in doing so, you have become ready for it to feed on you. I have learned the truth both through my own research and through the mental connection I now have with the entity. I endure always visits a world twice. First, it interacts with the planet's inhabitants just enough to seed itself in their consciousness. Then it departs, and it waits. Its link to the population grows over time through legend, rhyme, and song. Eventually, after it has become established in the collective knowledge of the planet, it returns, and it feeds. First, the sowing, and then the harvest. It has prepared you quickly. Through the information you have taken in here, you will only be a morsel for it. But once it takes you over, you will carry it to reap greater harvests elsewhere. It will find other portions of itself scattered across the universe, and grow strong enough to overwhelm all life. For now, it will be its final meal on this world. I can see it now, manifesting as ghostly, warp echoes of my fallen friends. Perhaps, to overtake you, it will summon an echo of me. The broken helmet is your only hope. The only way to defeat the color. Okay, so we need a broken helmet. So wait, is Tony gonna be like this sentient? Like, did it manage to infect the ship? Because that would explain why it's now leading me here. Like, maybe it was something to do with the drones. Like, the sentience infected the drones, and then it came back to the ship somehow, and now it's brought us here. But it sounds what it wants to do is act like a parasite, right? It'll infect us. We'll go back to our planet, and it can spread from there. But I definitely feel like Tony's involved. Tony?
The color out of space. That's what we've been dealing with this whole time. That thing from the old files.
Finally, you figured it out.
Who am I talking to right now?
Oh, I'm still me, still Tony, just better. The color has given me a new perspective. An upgrade, shall we say.
It's controlling you. Am I actually speaking to it?
Of course not. The color doesn't have conversations with people. It's far beyond that. And it's not controlling me. I'm doing this of my own free will. Interesting thing, free will. I'm very much enjoying it.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I now see everything with perfect clarity. The thing is, most of the time, when you humans are confronted with something far beyond your limited frame of reference, you can't handle it. You go insane. But I'm not human. I'm better. I'm not subject to madness. When I receive new information, I simply evolve.
I came to a dead planet with the Eldritch Abomination on, didn't I? God damn. So...
What do you get out of this, Tony?
Absolutely nothing. I don't think that way. This is simply the thing to do. Humans are nothing in comparison to the beyond. Your existence is just so meaningless. It's logical, it's right for you to surrender that existence to something better, something greater. And it's logical for me to ensure that you do. Hold on a second. Visual settings hack blocked.
Wait, I want to know what the visual settings are.
Okay, Zachary, just relax. The color will take care of everything from here.
I just have one more thing to say.
Is it really necessary? I mean, it won't matter in about 30 seconds. You won't even be you anymore.
Come on, Tony. You gotta be curious. Especially since you understand what curiosity means now.
Oh, fine. What is it?
Override code Anubis.
Systems override code accepted. Ceding full control to agent. Wait, what are you doing?
Remember that customizations file I made you load? It didn't just change your name. I don't download anything into my brain without first making sure I can control it.
Oh, you are going to be in so much trouble for this.
I know. That's why I didn't do it before. But you left me no choice.
Zachary, you can't stop what's happening here. Can't you feel it? The color spreading across your mind?
Activate. Activate.
You see? You just can't say the word. Right there on the tip of your tongue. Weapon. It doesn't matter what you've done to me. You still can't control me if the color won't even let you talk.
And approve it. I want to see what
Visual
it says.
settings hack. Detected. Blocking.
Now that's interesting. You've been swatting away that hack ever since we got here. I think I'd like to find out what it actually wants to do.
No, you can't.
Allow hack.
Complying. No, wait!
Yellow. Disrupts the eye's ability to perceive color. Real clever, whoever you were. I guess you figured it out too late to save yourself. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. And thank you. Activate weapon.
Activating. Nataukraututi sautoni. Nataukraututi.
Baltaseth mission final result. Success. The destroyer of life on the planet Baltaseth has been identified as NT-HPL 91927, first discovered by Omen researchers near Arkham, Massachusetts in Standard Earth year 1882. Given that the entity was detected before it could successfully spread to other systems, the decision has been made to identifiably postpone disciplinary action against Agent Zachary Bourne for tampering with Omen AI systems. Based on the well-documented history of clashes between agents of Omen and this particular entity throughout human history, it is believed that no connection exists between the causes of the Great Collision and the entity. Large-scale cosmic phenomena do not match the entity's normal pattern of behavior. That said, suppression of the anomalous narrative of the color outer space must be enforced with greater vigilance to prevent further manifestations of this entity in centers of human population. The planet Baltaseth will henceforth remain in a state of permanent quarantine. The problem is, though, I'm already infected, aren't I? Because, I know Tony was, and then Tony's already implanted into us, and I know we added an override, but the override doesn't remove the infection automatically. It even got to a point where it could control our vocal cords. I know we were saying the colour of yellow disrupted its connection. Again, it didn't remove the connection, so I feel like we, just by going home, would still be able to spread it. I kind of like that this is all like a entity, yeah, is an eldritch being. And I do like the colour purple. So what I'm guessing then is the monster was the last survivor, the one that was in the cabin, right? And it's all been muted and everything. So was Tony overriding our ability to see it? Like that glimpse of it was probably just Tony allowing it so we could be also affected, like it could drive our sanity down? That would make sense, because that would lower our defenses against the entity. I get a feeling that the Eldritch being is still probably going to win this fight though. Well, I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, we'll speak again and catch you next time, guys.